Lloyds Bank are up against it. Not their fault, really. They bought HBOS in 2027, 28, wasn't it, when all the banks got nationalised? I don't think they really wanted to do it. I think Gordon Brown convinced the governor of Lloyds to buy it because Gordon didn't want to nationalise it. Anyway, long story short, it's come back to haunt them. It's come back to bite them on the bottom as well, quite dramatically. So let's share with you what's happening. And I want to give you a little bit of a screenshot, really. Here's a screenshot of the website that I looked at this morning, FT Advisors. Pretty damn good website, actually. And this gives you all sorts of aspects. And it's called Lloyds Taken to Court Over Mortgages Tied to Property Values. You can't make this stuff up, can you? And it talks about the old shared appreciation mortgages, which were, you know, legacy mortgages, really, when it comes to it. When you talk about equity release, shared appreciation mortgages were pretty dire things, really. But at the time they were okay. And to cut a long story short, some lawyers have got 150 people that took these mortgages out in the late 90s and reckon that they've all been done like a kipper, and they want their money back or they want the terms changed. And the whole point was that they reckon that these people now owe huge amounts of money to Lloyds Bank. And you can kind of get it, can't you, really think about it? Because the whole point about shared appreciation mortgages was, well, quite simply, they lent them money, but they didn't have to pay any payments. Don't forget, interest rates were high in the 90s, so they never make any payments. But what the bank did is say, look, we're going to take a cut in any increase in the value of your property. So actually, on the face of it, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? So they lent them money. They didn't have to make any payments, which is great. No interest. Interest rates were high in the late 90s. And the bank said, look, we're going to take a percentage of the increase in the value of your property. Of course, at the time, all these homeowners thought, yeah, we're going to have some of that. Sounds like a great deal. Because 20 years later, it don't look like a good deal. Let's bring back that slide so you can see that for you quite clearly. It says there that there was one dude who took out a 187 mortgage on a house in London worth 750. You see that? In 98. Now, this house has now gone up to 2.8 million. Lucky to them. So they actually owed the bank 1.6 million. There you go. I'm not laughing because it's a lot of money. But then again, that dude's got a house worth up to £3 million. So makes you think about life, the universe and everything, doesn't it, really, when it comes to it. The lawyers are doing a class action suit or something to get Lloyds to cough up or change the terms and conditions. So beware, the equity release market has some old legacy mortgages that are kinking up a bit of a stink, really. People don't like them and it's got a bit of a reputation. So you've got to make sure that when you explain these things to your clients that they realise that modern lifetime mortgages are really good schemes. Really low interest rates, fixed for the whole time that the period is, you know, the person's going to be alive for, pretty much. Very low interest rates, really good terms and conditions. It's a different world to what it was 23 years ago in 1928. So just pick that up. It was quite funny, wasn't it?